today we will start sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the production of new living organism by combining genetic information from two individuals of different sexes. In most higher organisms, one sex male produces a small motile gamete that is known as sperm, which travel to fuse with a larger stationary gamete ovum produced by the other female. Sexual reproduction is also called amphimixis, which is the fusion of two haploid gametes which form a diploid zygote. Gametes are produced in gonads which are mesodermal in origin. Fusion of gametes is called syngamy. I am repeating, fusion of gamete is called syngamy. Now I am discussing about phases in life cycle. Life cycle of an individual can be dividable into three phases, namely juvenile, reproductive and senescent. Juvenile phase. This period, also called pre-reproductive period, is characterized by large growth. The organism consumes all the available resources for the growth and development. This phase may possess different structures such as different shape of leaves, different colors of feathers in birds, different protection of our body. Juvenile phase is called vegetative phase in plants. Juvenile phase is variable duration in different organisms. Second one is reproductive phase. The reproductive organ develop and undergo maturation during this period. The organism reproduce progeny during this phase. The onset of sexual maturity is termed puberty in human beings. The appearance of flower indicate sexual maturity in higher plant. Sexually, there are two types of flowering plants, monocarpic and polycarpic. Monocarpic plants. Monocarpic plants flower only once in their life. After flowering, they produce fruits and die. All annual plant, example wheat, rice, and biennial plants, example carrot, radish, are monocarpic. A few perennial plants are also monocarpic. A few plants exhibit unusual flowering phenomena. Bamboo species Bambusa tulda flower only once in their lifetime. Generally, after 50 to 100 years, produce large number of fruits and die. Neelkunji Strobilus kunthiana is a shrub found abundantly in the Shola grassland of the Western Ghats in South India above 1800 meters. The Nilgiris, which literally means the blue mountain, got its name from the purplish blue flower of Neelkunji. It flowers once in 12 years. The last time this plant flowered during September-October 2006. Thus, reproductive phase is also variable duration in different organisms. Now I am explaining polycarpic plants. Polycarpic plants are perennial and flower repeatedly at interval every year. Example apple, mango, orange, grape, wine. Very few perennial plants have flower throughout the year. Example China rose. On the basis of time of breeding, animals are of two types, seasonal breeder and continuous breeder. Now I am talking about seasonal breeders. They reproduce at particular period of the year such as frog, lizard, moose, bird, deer, etc. Second one is continuous breeders. These animals continue to breed throughout their sexual maturity. Examples are honeybee, queen, rabbit, mice, cattle, etc. In females of placental mammals, there are cyclic change in ovaries, accessory reproductive ducts and hormones during the reproductive phase. These are of two types. In primates, monkey, apes and humans, such cycle change during reproductive phase is called menstruation cycle. Whereas in non-primates like cow, sheep, rat, deer, dog, tiger, etc., such cycle change during reproductive are called oestrus cycle. Now I am explaining aging. Senescence is begin from the end of the reproductive phase. The terminal irreversible stage of aging is called senescence. This is the last phase of lifespan. Senescence ultimately leads to death. In both plants and animal, hormones are responsible the change over from one phase to another. Hormones and certain environmental factors regulate the reproductive process and behavior of an organism. Now I am explaining events in sexual reproduction. All sexually reproductive organisms exhibit similar events. Sexual reproduction is characterized by the fusion or fertilization of male and female gametes, the formation of zygote and embryogenesis. Three sequential events may occur during sexual reproduction, namely the pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization events. I am repeating: pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization. Now, first one is pre-fertilization events. The pre-fertilization events of sexual reproduction occur prior to the fusion of gamete. The two main pre-fertilization events are gametogenesis and gamete transfer. So, what is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis refers to the process of formation of the two types of gamete, male and female. Gametes are haploid cells. Gametogenesis takes place in gonads and involves the meiotic cell division, reducing the chromosome number from diploid to haploid. In some algae, fungi and protozoans, example Monocystis, the two gametes are almost similar in size and form, and it is not possible to categorize them into male and female gametes. They are hence called isogamete or homogametes. However, in a majority of sexual reproductive organisms, the gametes produced are of two morphologically distinct types and termed anisogamete or heterogametes. In such organisms, male gamete is smaller in size, motile and deficient in stored nutrients called microgametes, that is anthrozoite or sperm, and female gamete is much larger in size, non-motile and with stored nutrients called macrogamete or egg or ovum. The union between two such morphologically distinct gametes is known as anisogamy or heterogamy. Now I am explaining sexuality in organism. Sexual reproduction in organism generally involve the fusion of gametes from two different individuals. Plant may have both male and female reproductive structure in the same plant, bisexual, that is bisexual, or in different plant, that is unisexual. In several fungi and plants, term homothallic and monoecious are used to denote the bisexual condition.